spirits are here. Coming to, I don't know, let's talk. I'm gonna just talk into the room, fills up a little bit. So we're listening, and for YouTube, I do not own the rights to the music in the background. It's strictly for calming entertainment purposes only. We have manifest miracles, attract, elevate your vibrations, angelic healing frequency. So I kind of want to open up today with, I don't even know what to pick for a topic because there's so many different topics. Okay. So I noticed I took a break and I didn't stay on my new track throughout the weekend. I just had a lot of stuff going on. The charity fundraiser, support your local friends' kids. The thing was a blast. Not a lot of people came, which is perfectly good because I invited friends. I've gone through this whole clearing thing, but I invited, maybe 7 people that I thought were still, I was cool with and that we got along and that, everyone I invited was on a spiritual journey, okay? And so I kind of just wanted to see how everyone got along, who still came, who didn't. Not that I was addressing everyone's character that night, but I was addressing their character in my life, okay? As in, who came, who didn't, who donated, who didn't. And I'm not saying, I understand we're COVID, we're going through a hard time, but you can't tell me you came to my house without $1. You had some change in your car, some change in the bottom of your purse. And so I get multiple things from that. I know some of the people who didn't support are still good people, and they're trying to go on their spiritual path and just raise their vibrations and be, more light worker type of person. But I don't know. I just feel like I've been personally wanting to always surround myself with people who want to grow and do good in life. I've always had this thing where I can't sit around and just be okay. I can't sit around and be mediocre. I can't work at, the car wash for 8 years just because it pays my bills. I'll be there for 8 months while I'm looking for something better. It's just, I don't know, it's just me. I've always, I never lose, I always win, and yada, yada. And I don't mean that in a conceited way at all. Why I always win is because I never give up. But I only win things that are divinely for me. I'm not going to go win some man over because I just want his love. Hell nah. Man, let's be real. My DM has done some fucking shady ass shit to me. And yeah, I still love that man. I'm not innocent. Maybe I'm not done, to the extent of what he's done to me, but I've hurt his feelings. I know I have. So what I'm trying to say is I feel like right now, no matter if we got off track, so say, I didn't stick on these videos every day because you made the choice to take a break. Don't let people make you feel bad for that. Not at all. I myself included. I remember I tried to make someone feel bad recently. Not even recently. It's probably up until a few months ago. I'm not going to blame. I had just had a baby. I'm not going to blame hormones or anything like that because we all have to take accountability for ourselves, right? I let those hormones and that stuff in the past control me. But where was I going? God's shut up. Just kidding. No, but don't let people make you feel bad because of a choice you made, okay? What I was saying is I know that I was making someone feel bad for a choice that they were making before, and that was wrong. That was wrong in me. Because I'm doing this now in my life where I'm stepping away from people. Hella people. And all these people want me to feel bad for them. It's like, okay, so last night, I don't want to talk about my personal business. Okay, so this person I know messaged me last night. And I thought maybe I only got part of the message and not the whole message, because they were like, I'm so sorry, Tiffany, just give me a chance to please explain, yada, yada, yada. Mind you, I have no idea what's going on in this person's life. And they're just coming at me like my boyfriend that just cheated on me or something. Like, give me a chance, I'll explain. I'm working really hard at being a better person, and I'll explain. And I get it, because, like, I know at one time I wasn't in my honoring my highest self and honoring, what I should be doing in helping the world raise a higher vibration, love. And that could be simply in your own home. I notice that when I welcome certain people in my home, even if it's your family, I feel like I want to shut this up, but I can't. Okay. Even when it's your own family, whenever my own mother is around me, I have this extreme rage, just rage. But I'm feeling that from her, because she's watching me do something she was never strong enough to do. That's not my problem. I tried, you could try and help these people. So if it's a family member, an ex, a lover, your children's father, mother from years and years and years ago, like, people still have emotions for you, but you don't have those emotions for other people. Don't let those people make you feel bad for cutting them off. Don't. And I feel like right now, because I know like my collective that come on here and watch my video, I know I have like 40 subscribers or whatever, but I do like personal readings for almost all 40 of those. So I know like the collective that I'm talking to, like, I know a lot of us are going through the same thing. So don't let people make you feel bad for the choices you're doing. All right, so this morning, and this is kind of why I brought up the topic. So last night, that message from my own family member is like, I don't even know how to explain that, because I'm telling you, it was like she cheated on me and was apologizing, and I never knew. You know what I mean? It was the weirdest thing. I was like, what are you trying to ask? Or what is this? And she's like, just let me come over and please explain. And I'm like, explain what? Like, I don't, I don't fit this in your life. Like, this has nothing to do with me. So it's just weird. And then, like, after that, I just, the same person was just trying to make me feel bad for, like, how I was answering back. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to feel bad for loving myself and not understanding what's going on in your life. Like, calm down, figure it out, and then come at me. So I feel like right now a lot of people, I don't know if it had to do with the moon, I don't know. I know I've been having a lot of my collective work on ask God to show you the karma. Ask God to clearly unreveal the mask of the people around you. Okay? Whether it's good or bad. I know I had someone, I had it shown to me in both ways. Let's just put it that way. So those masks that are coming down, don't let those people make you feel bad at all. At all. And no, remember how we been learning that the devil wears Prada and the devil uses people and they're not even aware of it, stuff like that. Because look, I literally went to go register my kids for a school program, and I had to go down to the parks and rec, and I brought everything the lady told me to bring, and then she was like, well, I told you to bring this because it had this and this and this listed on it. And I'm like, well, here's the paper you told me to bring, but it doesn't have this and this. And she's like, well, then that's not the right paper. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, okay, well, the place that I need to get the paper from is right around the corner, so let me just go get that paper for you. And she's like, okay. So then I come back, and then I have this other employee, all up in our business, all up in my thing, looking at the paperwork I'm handing in. And she wasn't even the original one that helped me. So she just put her 2 cents in because there was some kind of talk about me while I was gone. I'll get to that. So I hand this lady my paper, and she's like, oh, well, what's this name? And I was like, my other child. She's like, well, why didn't you write that down? And I go, I didn't fill out that paper. It's like, the lady is helping me fill that out. And no one asked me for every name of the people living in my house. Like, I'm registering 2 children for something I didn't know. You know what I mean? It was just a lack of communication, but they were portraying it that it was my fault. And I was like, absolutely not. Like, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm happy, I'm answering, politely. I was like, I'm happy to go get the paperwork that you need because, fortunately it's just right down the street, so I don't mind. But this isn't like my fault. I did everything you asked me of. And then the lady is like, some supervisor comes around the corner and she's like, no. First, the lady that, ends up still helping me. Not the 2 cents lady. She then walked away, and I was like, I didn't know I had to write all my children down. Like, calm down. It's not a big deal. So then the lady who's like originally helping me, she sits back down and she's like, are you having a bad day, Tiffany? And I was like, excuse me? And I was just dumbfounded. Like, I wasn't rude. I was just dumbfounded. Like, actually, I woke up having like the best day ever. Me and my kids rocked out before I sent them out to school. I went home, I started working, and I got ready for this appointment. Like, I'm actually in a very great mood. So it threw me left, and I was like, something's trying to lower my vibration because I'm doing something magnificent for my children. And on my way to do this, I know that I've always wanted to help children. Always. I've had a passion for nursing and children my whole life. Ever since I was 8 years old, watching, remember that show ER that was on Channel 4 for decades? That show, I've always wanted to be a nurse. But it's very traumatizing to me to help children in that situation. So I was a medical assistant, and I had to give children injections at one time in a doctor's office. And I couldn't do it because the parents would blame me for hurting their child, which is understandable, but a needle's going to hurt, immunizations, I care. That's not my fault. You know what I mean? So I thought about this on the way to filling out this paperwork for my children, right? And I was like, I really want to do something, in healing children. I was listening to a reading before I left, and it was talking about girls, I want to open up a soup kitchen to help the homeless. I was like, oh my God, how can I help the less fortunate children? Because when I was younger, I lived next door to a sheriff who knew my mom and dad were shit parents. I probably should have been taken away from CPS. I thank God I wasn't, because even my own grandmother didn't know what was going on because she lived, states and states away. And she was my guardian angel. My grandmother became my mother. She took care of me. So I hold that dear in my heart. I just want to save children, So, ironically, I'm thinking about this the whole way to this appointment to help my own children. And now here I am helping my own children because where I have them, they're not getting the education they need. I have to work, so I cannot, unfortunately, stay here with my children all day and help them on their computers and do the schoolwork. Props to all you moms out there that do it. No, I wish I could. I really do, but I know that God wants me right now to do this and whatever else I'm working on in my own business. So I'm finding my children the appropriate help that they need, okay? And every time I have to do this, my daughter was a victim of sexual abuse before, and the same thing. Every time I need to give my children the help they need, something's trying to stop it. And I'm just like, what the fuck? What is this? Okay, so here I am inside this place, and here the supervisor comes up, and she's like, excuse me, ma'am, my employees are just trying to do their job, and you're rude, and you're over here throwing your arms. And all I did was just I wasn't told to fill that out. And I was even telling the employee, that's not your other employee's fault. She didn't even know because she didn't ask me, Anyway, so I just felt when I was walking in this place to help children, the devil was there trying to lower my vibe, as if, fuck, I can't do this. Hell nah. I am an unstoppable force. Because when I noticed what was going on while I was there, and I was like, all right, Sydney, I'm just going to sit here. I'm just going to sit here, let all these people be shitty to me, and I'm not going to let it affect me. It's not going to affect me at all, because I know that I'm doing what's right for my children. I know that when I finish this appointment right here, my children are set up with the best education that I could find them where I live. You know what I mean? So people who don't want your starseed children, the children of God, the light children, however you want to put it. Remember, I'm a child of God. Even though I'm not a child, I'm not under 18, I'm still a child of God, right? Okay. So whenever you're helping children, helping light get away from dark things, you're going to run into all these obstacles and challenges and attitudes and accusations and just shit that isn't true. Don't let none of that stop you. Don't let it stop you, not one bit. Okay? Know that. Start recognizing that when that happens, especially if it's just, okay, going back to like the people around me that like, you know, that message I got. Especially when you know you're onto something great that like God has pointed out to you more than once, that like your abundance is here, like this is your time. Don't let none of these lower energies stop you. Today is what, All Souls Day. I know I woke up today like hugged by my grandparents. All right, so don't. Of course, the devil's gonna be just as close. Remember, the devil tries to be ahead of you. The devil already knows your life plan before you did, because they did such a good job at masking it until like God kind of slapped your ass up, like, wake up, like I'm giving you all these tools to be a better person, to help others, to do things, not to waste it on selfishness and greediness. Okay? Because I know, you know, my own family member that attacked me or that feels guilty about something. I don't know. I'm telling you, it's like she feels guilty for cheating on me. I didn't know we was in that type of relationship. It was the weirdest fucking thing ever. And I was like, oh my God, what is happening? Anyways, I know that before that point, I did everything I could to help that person. Okay? I did everything I could to help stop, I guess you could say, their karma. But that's where I was wrong. I cannot stop people's karma. You can kind of point it out and lessen the force of it, but I can't stop people's karma. I can't stop my own karma. Even, and especially, have you ever, remember we talked about this before, have you ever asked God to balance the karma out in your life? You better strap your seatbelt on and get ready. So like, I feel like, you know, when I did that, I understood, you know, all the actions and all the energies that I put out, how I was really, you know, doing wrong. So everything that you're seeing, all these messages you're getting, all the synchronicities and the signs and your ancestors, don't let the devil make you think you're crazy and you're doing something wrong, because you're not. You're actually raising your vibrations for standing up for yourself, especially when you already tried to offer someone's help. Like, I know, you know, the person that tried to attack me last night, like, I've gave them free bracelets, I've done free cleaning, and I'm not saying free, like I'm here because I want money from it. No, but it is an energy reciprocation. That person that I'm helping, I thought that they could help me, you know, in life and help me care for my children when I needed the help the most. And what actually happened is when I needed the help the most, the devil took advantage of that. Okay. So now I gained some negative energy because that was my karma. Okay. I knew that person couldn't help me, but I still believed them. I still gave them the benefit of the doubt that they weren't lying to my face. And that, you know, and then the proof was in the pudding. I don't know. That's all I'm going to say about all that. I feel like I went on a tangent for a reason. Now let's see what the cards have to say. All right, God, angels, ancestors. Today's All Souls Day. God, I'm not asking you to scoot over or nothing, but let our ancestors shine today while they're here. So I'm sure, like I said, remember I woke up feeling like wrapped in love for my ancestors. Like I know one of my, and have you watched the movie Coco? So remember how they you get the missing piece of the picture up just in time for this holiday or this day? So my mom's mom, no one has a picture up. Nobody. Because I hit my mom up and asked her, and she's like, oh, I don't know, it's buried somewhere. I'm like, you don't even care to get the picture out of your mother? She's like, yeah, I'm gonna get around to it. Okay. So then I messaged her niece, and her niece was like, no, well, ask my mom. And then the mom, so that's my aunt, doesn't have it anymore. So they didn't care to put it back up. The brother, he doesn't have one anymore. So it's just I don't know. I just remember that I heard my grandma Tiffany, that picture's down there. Please find it before November. Please get someone to get it out before November. Okay, so I got my mom to get the picture out, and then she sent it to me, text it to me, okay? But she never even put the picture up. She knew exactly why I was doing this, but she never even put the picture up. But I printed out a big, pretty, 8x10, and I put it up here on my mantle. And then when my mom came over, and I was all happy, oh, look at the picture. Look at your mom. I put her up there with my grandma and my grandpa. And my mom was just oh. Really pay attention to how your family's acting. Because one thing that I've been learning lately is, whether they're blood or not, it doesn't mean that they want the greatest for you. Jealousy is a disease. Okay? You can have family members jealous of you. I think those are the most people that can hold jealousy, especially when you're doing something that they couldn't do. Because, one family stayed at one job for as they started there the year I was born. So 34 years ago. I make more money than that family member, and she hates that. Now I don't have as much money in my bank account because of that. I have 3 children. She has no children. But I still make more income than her. You know what I mean? And instead of seeing that, she's comfortable where she's at because she doesn't have other dependents to take care of, now God gives me real high-paying jobs, because I got 3 children to take care of. And I didn't always have the other parents' help. I'm not going to bash their fathers or that's not what I'm here for. When I acknowledge what your ancestors and what God is putting in front of you, and notice the people that are jealous of it, and notice why they're jealous of it. And don't feel bad when you have to remove yourself from that jealousy, because it's a disease. It's a real disease. It'll make you sick. Now that I remember, I asked God to open up all these things, and I noticed that I remember I quit smoking cigarettes a year and a half ago, and it was ironically when I picked my mother up to move here to help me. And I remember we drove back. I had already quit smoking cigarettes, but I was still new at it, so smelling them still kind of affect my craving or whatever, So I had made the mental decision that there's no way I was going to sit in this car for 3 days with my mother, who's a chain smoking, and I'm not going to be able to fight that urge. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take this negative moment and make it into something positive. So what I did is I couldn't keep up with her, but I chain smoked that whole drive, across the country to get where I live, so much to where the cigarette smell from her and for me I couldn't even do it that much. I tried. Anyways, I remember smoking the last one before I got to the state I live at, and I was no more. This, I'm done. I purposely did this to I wanted to be so sick of it, so I would never, never, never touch it again. And I shit you not, that last cigarette I threw out the window, I never touched one again. Never, never, never. And I know that I shared this experience with my mother, And then I've showed to her, like, hey, well, I decided to quit smoking cigarettes because, I mean, the guy I like, he kind of pointed out, like, damn, you cough a lot. And I'm like, damn, I do. Like, I didn't even notice because I was comfortable being that way. I thought I was comfortable being unhealthy and hacking a lung because I was a cigarette smoker. No, but I didn't notice it was an issue because, you know, I didn't notice it was an issue. That was like an addiction I had that, you know, I didn't know, like, it affected everyone else around me as much as and myself. So when I decided to quit, I wanted to heal my lungs and not have this, like, nasty ass smoker's cough anymore. Well, I've been ironically hanging out with the same person that's jealous that they don't have the willpower to quit that nasty habit. And so, like, I'm still holding, like, this thing. Like, I still can't get rid of the smoker's cough. And I feel like it's an energetic attack because this person's jealous that I couldn't do it. That I could do it and they couldn't. You know what I mean? So when I asked God to show me, like, who and what's actions are affecting me around me, so who do I need to, you know, have more boundaries with? Who do I need to just get out of my life completely because we're not an energetic match no more? Or, you know what I mean? So I've noticed that now the same issue that this person was jealous of me, they just lost their job due to smoking too much. So that same energy that person put towards me, you know, like, because I would kind of talk about it a lot to this person because I wanted them to see how much the smoking was hurting them and how it affected people around them. Because it took that one person that cared about me, like, you know, like, like, that's gross. You should probably handle that, you know? So I wanted to be that person, you know, for my own mother. Like, you know, the smoking is really affecting your life. You have the willpower to fight this. And they just, you know, they don't care. And then they want to run to me for help, you know, to pay their bills or whatnot because they lost their job due to smoking. Like, no, that was your karma. Accept it and understand that I can't save the day with everything because, you know, I can't stop karma. I can't stop my own karma and I can't stop anyone else's karma. I could help give you the tools to fight it, or I could help spread some knowledge, or I could, you know, you can come to me in an honest, needing help type of way, and I could help you. You know, we could sit you down and get a message from God or your ancestors or whatever, and that will answer what you need help with. But I guess the whole point of this tangent is watch how you feel when other people are trying to make you feel bad. Don't let people do that to you. Don't let other people's karma make you feel some type of way, and don't let it stop you. Like, keep going with your life. Understand that people, you know, have to work through their own issues just like you and I did. No one was here holding my hand that, you know, I went through my spiritual awakening, or, you know, learn how to reveal the evil that was sitting around me hidden, or learn how to see God's signs better, or really understand, you know, the spiritual life. And so don't let anyone make you feel bad because you took the extra step to love yourself and love the ones around you and to love your children. Okay? All right. I don't know. That was like a 30-minute tangent on jealousy is a disease, devil wears Prada all over again. And keep your vibrations high because they're out there trying to lower it right when you're next to something great. Okay? Whether you're helping your children, helping God's children's, even showing God's children how karma works. I know that, like, yesterday I wanted to come out here and we were going to do the topic of karma. And I mean, that's pretty much what I'm doing. So I guess we could roll with that. But I do want to Talk about angels, ancestors, spirit guides. I don't have my mat out here, so it's all loud. I'm so sorry. This is why I bought this. See? I think of you guys. I know the table was loud. I was just so excited to get on here because I was like, before I left my my meeting for my children, you know, I was trying to go over like, why is my mother breaking up with me? And I didn't even date her, you know what I mean? So I was like, what is going on? And then I went to go like help my children, and it was just the weirdest thing, like the weirdest energy. I felt like the weirdest attack. And I was like, oh no, you're not about to lower my vibration. Because I know that I made a plan, had a very fucking successful week. Very successful. And ain't no one gonna lower that for me. No one, not even myself. We are our own worst enemies. All right, God, what do you want to talk about today? Yeah. Spiritual union. Told you. And heart. Okay. Whether this is like, you know, your spiritual union you've been like waiting on, or you've been shown God and the signs and all that, or it could be a spiritual union. Like, remember I was saying about people helping your kids? So here I am, you know, at that place trying to sign, and my kids aren't even going to go to that building. Not at all. That's just like a building I had to turn in paperwork at to sign them up or whatever. But it's like soulmates or whatever, they don't necessarily just have to be a relationship. They could be, you know, people that are placed in your life for the good. So what if the help that my children, the mentor that they're going to sit next to every day is going to be my children's soulmate that they needed at that moment to help, you know, their growth. Because mom's over here busy helping other people, helping other people find their spiritual unions, right? So I had to find my kids the proper help. I'm gonna say I'm not good at computers and all that, but I know that when I tried to help my children with like the at-home thing, you know, I kept all my kids home. I have a baby. I have a kindergartner and a first grader. So, you know how hard it is to keep a kindergartner and a first grader sitting on a computer all day long? No, that is hard work. Okay. So then I was like, okay, I can't do this. I cannot sit at a table and a computer with my kids and a computer for my own work. I don't just do videos for work. Like, I have other work that I do on my computer. So I was like, okay, well, I got to accept that I need to find my children help, you know, and that's okay. But I feel like I found my children the right help that's going to give them the love and the care, and the person that's going to help them has a loving soul and a loving heart. And the devil was trying to stop that where I was. Like, had I let those people, their accusations stop me? Like, remember I was saying, they were saying I was like throwing up my hands in anger? Like, I was not at all. Not one time. I talk with my hands a lot. So I was like, well, yeah, I didn't fill that out. And the lady's like, you're throwing your hands. I was like, oh my God, this lady's crazy. Anyway, when you're about to get somewhere good, shit's gonna try and stop you. Now, as I was saying, like, whether that was help for your children, your spiritual union, shit. Maybe you're close to being with your divine masculine or divine feminine, and you know, shit's trying to lower your vibration, trying to close your heart so you're not open to receive it. Not at all. Because remember, we're unstoppable forces. Like, we're at this point now that everything we've learned before is not gonna, we're not gonna let that shit bother us. Like, we're aware of it now, whereas before we weren't, right? Triumph success. So yes. Okay. Oh, look at the bottom of the deck was harmony. Shit. I feel like there's 11-11's around the corner. I feel like there's a lot of unions coming, and a lot of people are trying. The devil's going through like overtime right now to try and make this not happen, okay? Victory and success, deception and envy. So they're trying to be successful, at stopping. Look at it. So it came out this order. So stand your ground against this deception and envy. So these people that are watching, remember the devil knows you're success before you do. So of course you're gonna get all these people, and I almost feel guilty to say this, but it could be the ill will of your family members, even because they know, like, say they had a chance to be with their divine partner and they didn't do it. So now you have a chance and they're going to try to make you feel bad because you're picking them over them? Hell to the no. Right? Don't let this fucking deception and envy stop your success. It was very weird to me that the message I got from my mother was like, I'm telling you, it was like she cheated on me and I didn't even know about it. And I was like, I didn't know we was even in this type of relationship. Like, it was so fucking confusing, okay? But then I had to remember, like, sorry, I was fixing my... telling you, everything tries to stop what you're about to do. The wire, my mouth was poking me. So, where was that? Like, I just noticed that this is 776. When you win the lottery or like a jackpot, isn't it like 777, a jackpot? So it's like, they know you're almost there, okay? They know you're almost there, so they're trying to knock your ass off. Don't let it happen. Turn on some Reiki. Fucking close your eyes. Go sit out in the sun. Ground yourself. Know that today, this shit's trying to happen. You know why? Because you're good family. Your ancestors, your spirit guides. Dude, I even have, like, my friends that have passed away, have their pictures up. The devil knows that your angels and your ancestors are with you today. Let me put it that way. So if you feel like extra hard today, last night, this week, something is trying to stop you because they know, it's because they know, okay, that you're almost to your jackpot. Don't let it stop you. Your jackpot's almost here, okay? So just rest and rejuvenate. See how this, like, is out there sitting under the trees, palms up. Don't lower your energies to no one today. Stand your ground, okay? Do what you need to do and don't let nothing stop you. The devil knows your material, your finances, all this shit's about to change. Okay? So keep the light, because destiny's spinning, the wheel is spinning, and that is truth, okay? Keep your foundations firm. Get out of this mental conflict that this isn't about to happen because you're not making the right choices, because you are, okay? So follow, the right advice you're getting from your ancestors and your spirit guides that are down here with you today, because the veil is so thin, okay? They're helping you move on from the people who are really out there just to hurt you or to use you, because they know that you have spiritual strength, or they know that you're a light worker, or they know that, I don't even like saying this because it's weird. I don't ever see how I feel so uncomfortable saying, I don't ever feel like I'm anything to be jealous of, because I'm equal as to you and me, but that I'm also learning that, like, God gave me these gifts to help people. So I gotta keep my spiritual strength up, and move on from the people that are trying to hold me back from spreading, spirituality, or even I don't know what that noise was outside. Or spreading the Christianity, or helping people find their divine partners. Honestly, all I've been doing lately is helping my divine masculine see the fake people around them, helping myself see the fake people around them, helping other divine people see the fake people around them. And I've been helping children's in the meantime. I have a passion for children. I have a passion for protecting children. And I have a passion for fucking getting rid of the demons, all right? I didn't even know that demonology is a thing. Like, I could literally go to the community college right here and study demonology. And people might look at me like I'm crazy and I want to like worship the devil by doing it. Hell no, I don't. I want to learn how to get the devil out of here. I want to learn how to not let the devil stop my family. I want to learn how to not let the devil fucking hurt the children of light. You know, my children were attacked by the devil itself because it knew that my children were light. So I made a devotion to help every spiritual union, every spiritual person, every one of God's children to acknowledge who the fuck they need to move on from, whether this person doesn't like me or not. So like father's children, he's a light worker, he's a light person. He doesn't know it yet until I've been trying to help him understand that. Now he's not my divine masculine, he's a divine masculine, but he's not mine. And there's still like a jealousy there at that. So he doesn't like my divine masculine. So I've been trying to show him and open him up to like, no, like let me prove to you that the woman you're with is your divine partner, okay? That's the person you're supposed to be with, and you need to let me go so you can open your heart and like let my heart go. People will fucking have cords attached to you that you don't know. You could try and cut them as much as you want, but some cords are fucking strong. So sometimes I felt like God was just like, Tiffany, put your big girl panties on and teach this man. And he is a light worker as well, but he's not your light. He has a person. He has a spiritual union, okay? That he needs to celebrate and be happy for. And he should be happy for your union and your happiness with your person. So I feel like, you know, remember I said, when you're about to get your jackpot, the devil's working in overdrive, okay? So I made it a passion and a commitment to myself to, even though they're light workers, even though other light workers sometimes don't like other light workers because of jealousy. I'm telling you, jealousy is disease, super disease. And it's just something that I've never, ever, I don't have one jealous bone in my body. You know why? Because I was humble enough as a child, I guess, that God's got my back. You know how many times I prayed and like hid in my house because my parents were fighting for God to save me? And like my grandmother came and saved me. So had I just followed that experience my whole life, I wouldn't have gone through a lot of trials and tribulations and stuff. But I feel like, you know, everything happens for a reason. So what I was saying about like my ex and my children's father, my first children's father, like it was my job. I was put here to help other light workers, whether I like it or not. So I had to help show this person that, yeah, you know, you are like you are divine masculine, but you're not my divine masculine, okay? And then I had to learn, you know, how to move on from the jealousy. Like I did my job here is done, now I gotta go. Okay. Same with my mother. I gave her all the tools, I explained, I tried, I helped. And then there's still the jealous and the negative and the attacks are still there. So it's like I tried, I did my best, and then I gotta move on. You know what I'm saying? So don't let other people's jealousy, anger, or the devil working through them stop you from the things you know that you're doing right. That you're doing right. love is about to begin. True love. True, real love. Because you sacrificed, you went, you learned, you taught others, even when they didn't want to listen. You taught, you tried, you know? And your new beginning is here. Like I'm going to say it's here already. You know why? Because I feel like this last weekend, it's just been super like negative attack after negative attack after negative attack, trying to lower your vibration from being high. Because remember to like be open and welcome. Your vibration needs to be high, and that, you know, when we started our spiritual growth, we learned that our vibration was low, right? And we learned how to raise our vibration, and why it was important, and why we're able to use our third eyes to help protect us and see and ask God for signs and synchronicities, and, you know, ask to see the karma around you. It's a very beautiful thing. It might come off a little confusing. I'm telling you, my mom was like breaking up with me last night, like, as if she like cheated on me with another child or something. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing ever. But then I needed to see out of it, you know, that she lost her job for like smoking. Like, don't come attacking me. Like, I tried to help you. So don't let other people's attacks make you feel some type of way. Do not. Stand your ground, work on your solar plexus, because that's what all these attacks are trying to do. They're trying to imbalance you. What does it say? High blood pressure, frequent illness, panic attacks, right? All those things is, you know, an imbalance in your solar plexus. That's your chakra that pretty much leads you, you know, your gut intuition, as they say. That chakra is it's in your gut. Okay? And now that you've gotten to this point, like everything that you've learned, everything that you've seen with your own 3 eyes has gotten you to use your higher chakra to still keep your vibrations high and to protect yourself from people who are trying to attack your solar plexus, pretty much. Yeah, they've been causing mental blockages. They've been trying to stop you maybe from being intimate with someone, or heart healing. Just be cautious who you share your energy with, in the bed with. Practice celibacy. Celibacy is celibate, desiring to be celibate. I just kind of get out of like practice who you share your energy with. Get out of the mental blockages that are occurring from these energetic attacks. They're attacks. Okay? Heal your heart right now. Stay in love, stay in high vibrations, and protect your heart. Because remember, didn't we get heart over here? And look at Archangel Michael going off in the background, the siren. We have the heart chakra right here. Like, I mean, not that all your chakras are not important, but here's the main 3. We had heart out here, the heart chakra, your higher conscious knowing chakra, you're connecting to your higher self, and your intuition. Those are being attacked right now. Protect them at all costs. Acknowledge what's happening. And I hate to like always, because I feel like, you know, the more you talk about it, the more you're accepting it, the more and more and more. I know how to block it out. I got to this point. That's why I'm sharing my experience with you and seeing what's going on around you. Like, you could actually, instead of, you know, okay, that just happened. Now let me go take, 3 days to go think about it, and then I'll be able to figure out why that just happened. You're able to figure that out now while it's happening. And if you're not, that's why you're watching this. so you could learn. Or you're in like day 2 of your 3-day or whatever, you're still trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Like you already know what's going on. And the devil's trying to stop you from going forward with what you need to do. Or not even with what you need to do, with what your life path is, your purpose, what's coming together for you, where your future plan is. You can have a 1-year plan, 5-year plan, 10-year plan. The devil heard you write those. So they're going to do everything in their power to stop it. Protect yourselves. We're able to see now how we're absorbing that energy and we shouldn't be. Okay? We got grounding, Reiki, amethyst. I got this reincarnated card. When I see this reincarnation, I kind of just get it like you're a child of God, like you're a child of light, like you get it, you get the one love and how we're connected to everything, attached to nothing. Okay. The signs are with you, calling them. And then Artesian, I don't know, I'm really kind of fascinated by like this whole alien life stuff, but I really haven't done a lot of research into like this stuff. Okay. But I feel like, I don't know, I kind of see it like spirit guides. Okay. So in this order, work on grounding yourself. Listen to Reiki, like the Reiki in the back. Remember, today we are listening to, this is the first one. I always go with the first one that's ready to hit like play on my TV when I record these videos. And it was Manifest Miracles, Attraction, Elevate Your Vibration, Angelic Healing. Okay. So if you're here today watching this video, make sure you get outside, get some grounding. Either you could pay for some Reiki, some personalized Reiki, study how to do Reiki on yourself, or simply just turn on YouTube and listen to it. Okay. Today's a day for really grounding yourself, really not letting these outside things. I feel like something was like trying to stop me from saying that. Really understand, why you're feeling that way in the moment, and make sure you're very thankful and grateful that you now are able to acknowledge it in the midst of it. And if you're not, you really need to be thankful to whoever your spiritual teacher is, your guides, like whether you tell them to their face or not. Energy is in fluid. So whether you're watching this right now, you don't need to text thank you, just you could send me some positive energy, because that's how you keep like the vibrations of the world higher. Okay. Next, amethyst. I ironically got this amethyst in the mail the other day. I feel like everyone needs to pick up a piece of amethyst because it's for protection, helps with your third eye, helps with addiction. So if you're battling addiction, I know I went on the whole tangent about like the addiction to smoking or some shit like that for a reason, right? Strengthens your psychic abilities. Okay. So if you're having trouble seeing what's trying to lower your vibrations, your spirit guides are asking you to grab a piece of amethyst. Okay. It's really going to help you. Opens you up to your higher self, helps with sleep problems, and it's a dream crystal. So if you've been trying to figure out why your dreams, or if you're trying to remember your dream, put a piece of amethyst under your mattress, under your pillow, whatever, under your bed. I don't know. Get it on your nightstand. Put it close by. But also carry one, because as loving as the stone is, it's also protective. But I feel like it's protects your love. I feel like it protects your radiance of love. Okay. So really, really get some amethyst. Your angels, your ancestors, they really want you to work with some amethyst today. Who did I say? It's gonna helps with your radiance of love. send out radiances of love to people. I don't know, go around handing out amethyst if you can. I know on my website, www.spirit.xixi.com, I lowered my amethyst and my rose quartz bracelets to as low as I could. I don't really make any money off of those at all. I want to get them out there, okay? So try and purchase some amethyst. You can check out my website. I did put up the Black Friday deals already, so I lowered everything. My amethyst bracelet and my rose quartz bracelet are the cheapest thing you can get right now on my website. The cheapest thing. So please order, stock up, go to your local metaphoric store, grab a piece of amethyst. Usually they're not more than $5, okay? And really hold it today. Really hold it. Ironically, this angel, this alien spirit guide person thing that maybe I should study more. Maybe someone on here should study. I don't know. It's radiating in purple. Ironically, we've been working a lot with violet flames lately. So amethyst could help with the violet flame. I don't want to turn my whole computer around and all that stuff, but the Reiki that I have on right now, it's actually throwing blue and violet flame energy at me with an upside down triangle. So I'll try and share the link to this video on here. I always say that, but it's because it's on my TV and then I don't really have the link, and but just really work with amethyst today, with the violet flame, with your angels, because I feel like you've been asking for questions and answers and they've been coming to you. Maybe you asked for questions and answers and maybe I just helped you. I don't know, but make sure you're thinking the right people. Make sure you're accepting and you're sharing love. Okay? Even to the people that are driving me crazy. Even my mother that was breaking up with me in a relationship that I didn't even know we had. I still send her with love, right? I mean, I'm confused, but I did ask God to show me karma, right? So I'm still pushing that love back out there, okay? What else do you want us to know, God? Queen of Cups. So stay looking pretty, okay? Go about your day. Finish doing what you gotta do. Keep your vibrations high. Get your little amethyst you're going to carry in your pockets. Truly going to keep you feeling like this, I promise you, okay? It's either your emperor's coming or your emperor's watching. One or the other. I got emperor here. I got the horses coming forward. The 8 of Wands, full force, okay? Or maybe this is happening to your emperor too. Maybe it's happening to both you guys. Because then we got a lot of hard work, a lot of deception, a lot of overthinking. Have you been working your ass off lately? Or you worked your ass off to get to where you're at, and now all these people want a handout and they're trying to make you feel bad because they supposedly helped you in some type of way, but they didn't? You know what I mean? Just like those ladies that were making a big deal about me registering my children. Look at the sun. Yep. So even those ladies that was making a big deal about me helping, turn in some paperwork, they didn't need to be rude to me. They could have shut their fucking mouth too and just worked with love and not attacked me as well. That was low vibration on them. And for that lady to tell me, I could just feel negative energy coming off you. I knew that was a goddamn lie because I know I left my house singing and chirping, and in my car I was singing Mariah Carey. You know what I mean? There's no way in hell I walked into that place in a low vibe. So people will tell on themselves if you really listen, okay? Also, listen to the signs and synchronicities that you're getting. Did you get a reading a while ago that told you all this stuff was going to happen? Do you need to go back and listen to a personal reading that you had because it's a clue to you're trying to figure out who, what, where, when, why called me and said that? It's listen to your intuition because you know, okay? Tower, and love. So what's funny is right when I put these down is my son texts me. Yes, my 6-year-old child has a cell phone. My 6-year-old child has a cell phone because his father could not stop messaging me. So I had to cut that off, put my foot down and do whatever I had to do to separate it. So hell yeah, I bought my child a cell phone. He's got his own phone number and everything. So anyways, remember the whole tangent when you're about to help your children, things you're gonna try and stop it? We'll look at the Tower and love, okay? Remember, children are not just like our children, they're children of God, right? We're all children at one time. We're still a child, just, Anyway, so everything in the world is going to try and stop this. And then try and stop the love that you have for God's children. I'm really looking at this Tower card because this is actually the prettiest tower I've ever seen in a tarot deck. There's not a lot of chaos there. It's like the lightning struck and tried to make this tower crumble, but ain't nothing gonna knock the love down that people have for themselves or their children, okay? Don't let nothing stop you loving your children or God's child that was put in your life. Stand your ground and be firm. That when these negative energies are trying to make you feel like this, hell nah. My angels, my ancestors, especially today, have my back. The bottom, was it using this one? Yeah. The bottom of the deck is intuition. So it's like, yeah, your intuition was right. And the bottom of that was Starseed. So Starseed activation, Starseed connection to your Starseed ancestry. I just feel like remember we're talking about today, our angels, our ancestors. I get this like alien thing as our spiritual guides. They came down today to really, really help us follow our intuition to see what the hell is going on around you. All these things are really trying to block your love. But I think your ancestors are like proud of you because you got to the point where you can acknowledge it happening right then and there instead of after it's too late or waiting till the chaos clears and trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? It's like now you're on your toes. So now ain't nothing gonna crumble your tower. Nothing. And I feel like, look at it. God's like, all right, child, you did it. Now let me bring you your divine love so you could work together to help raise the vibrations and protect, your children, God's children that were given to you. Cleansing, balancing, connected to divine light, connect to the angelic realm, build psychic ability, clairaudience, clears your aura. Work on some cellulite today. Just work on cleaning your aura, staying balanced, cleansing out any negative attacks that are still happening to you, because your angels, your ancestors, your light guides are showing you that, like, this stuff's still happening, but you're stronger than that. Like, you're built like selenite. Look at how tall and strong, you are against all these lightnings that's trying to attack you. your light and your love is not going to stop it anymore. Like, congratulations, you did it. So then, after that, I got pendulum, and I got spells in reverse. So I feel like all your hard work, all your studying, all the seeking answers, you finally did it. Like, you broke all the spells, you broke all the things, all the negative attacks, all the people that you thought were light or were there to help you were really just there to hurt you. Not all of them. I'm not saying all of them, but the ones that you were seeking answers for. So now it's time again for a detox, okay? Eat healthy, keep your vibrations high, because you might have stopped it, but it doesn't mean that they're still not going to keep trying, okay? So now, instead of the need to seek the answers and try and figure it out, now you know how to stay in high vibrating mode and stop it in its tracks from ever coming your way. Okay, or it's just confirmation that you stopped whatever's coming your way in your tracks because you are of such high vibration. There you go, confirmation. Okay. I feel like, let me get another answer out of here for all this. Please give me a into conversation thing here. Okay, first came flying out was persistence and new possibilities. So you might have been slow at figuring it out, or what do they say, like slow and steady wins the race. You know what I mean? And then we got mental clarity and foundations, because you took the time to figure it all out. You asked the right question. You learned how to keep your vibrations high. Insight and focus. You were very focused on learning what was really going on the inside and around you, right? To bring truth and justice and clarity to a situation, because you had strength and courage and endurance to get through it, to figure it out. You didn't stop. Remember, she's an unstoppable force. So now, get ready for your rewards of happiness and abundance. The devil knows that. The negative energy knows that. So they're trying to lower your vibration. Here's your confirmation that's coming again. Okay? On the clock, it says 12:23. So we got 13 for changes, 22 for angels, and 23. My birthday's on the 23rd. So either listen to what I'm saying, or here's my confirmation. You know what I mean? But either way, I just feel like children of God that have been doing the work, that have been protecting other children, whether it's been in silence or in speaking out, you're about to be rewarded. Right? You went through the lessons, you learned them. Are you ready for your pay grade, your pay advance, what do they call it? Your yearly bonus? Was it jobs give out Christmas bonuses? God's about to give you your Christmas bonus early, baby. Don't they give you in time to celebrate, to have it for the holidays? Aww, that was beautiful. Thanks, God. Okay. Now, your divine counterpart wants you to know that they're working on their foundations. They dream of you often. I see people admire you, and it makes me love you more. They're healing the family issues, or there's no more family issues. I mean, that was in reverse. I went on this whole tangent about family issues, trying to help my children and everyone trying to stop it. You know what I mean? Or family issues, it bothers me. It still bothers me to say this, because, you grow up thinking that you're supposed to love your mother, and I love my mother enough to try and help her. Now, if she didn't accept that help, there's nothing more I could do. right? Some people need to learn the hard way, and that's not my karma to interfere with, right? Because I know I had to learn the hard way, and ain't no one come in here and grab my hand and pull me the rest of the way. I mean, I had a lot of help along the way, but I did it. Okay. I see you in signs every day, all day. Your counterpart wants to let you know, and you drive me crazy in a good way. Okay. Bottom of the deck is commitment. Sounds like you want to come out. I have sexy daydreams of you all the time. Okay. Hiding close by. Well, if you're hiding close by, just come on over. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding, but always on my mind. The next song you hear is from me, and I love you even though I'm silent. So that's just a little, and I trust you, okay? You are a wish come true and a solid relationship and unconditional love. Karma, wasn't that the whole topic we just talked about? Maybe your divine partner was going through the same lessons. You guys are mirroring each other. This whole topic was supposed to be about karma and dark forces trying to interrupt your good karma, okay? Don't lower your vibrations because your good karma's coming, because God's bonus is about to pay. Alright, so that's that message. I was trying to decide if I want to start a new video. I know I have a message for children. There's something needs to come out about children. There's a child that wants to say something to someone, doesn't know how to say it. And, I went on this whole tangent about helping children. Well, I'm guided to do my next video where a child wants to speak. Remember my child sent me a message. Aww. So see, your child wants to say something to you, but they can't. They're being blocked.
Hey, Mom. When are you going to come to daycare? Because I want to go home.
Aww. Someone wants to... Oh, that's so sad. Your child's not happy where they're at. Whoever's on here hearing this, your child's not happy where they're at and they want to go home. And they want to go home because you are their light. You're their savior. So when a child tells you that they're not happy, you need to follow that, okay? I'm not going to ignore my child. I know my child wants to come home. I will go get my child early and help my child. But I'm also going to deliver this message because, one, everything happens in divine timing. So maybe your firstborn child, whoever's listening here, is unhappy with where they're at and they can't tell you. Oh, that makes me want to cry. All right, baby girl, what do you want to say? They need your help. And they're finding the strength to reach out to you somehow. And you know this, the crown. So do what you need to do to help that child, okay? Whether it's helping them move on from where they're at, because something's not good where they're at. This makes me disturbed. I've been getting the same message for a little girl that's about to go through, and my little girl went through if you don't stop it. See, death, judgment. Look, and a child trying to reach a man for help. Is that a little baby child trying to look up to someone? A little angel baby up there trying to like get this man's attention. But your child's truly unhappy inside right now, and you need to go help them. Do whatever you can to do it. I don't know if it has to do with paperwork. I went on this whole half an hour tangent about that. Do whatever you need to do to help your child, get your child into your life. Because your child is trying to tell you in other ways. And I know you're picking up on it. So stand up and go do it. Move on from the shit you're not supposed to be doing or whatever. Or help your child move on. Because your intuition is right. So listen to the woman that's trying to tell you to help your child, because what she's hearing and what she's telling you right now is true. So stand your ground and go do it. Oh, this is like deja vu for me. Don't let your child go through what my child went through, please. If you have an ill feeling about a male that's around your child right now, help them. Okay, yes. Help them, yes. The sun card is a yes card. Or if a sun stands for you, you have a fucking sun tattoo on you or something, get up and go help your child. Whether you gotta go give him a secret phone, something, you need to get up and go help your child. Because either something happened that she's not telling you about, or she's just sad and trying to reach you. Okay? This Fool card is like a dove trying to lead the way. Because if you don't help your child, they're gonna run away. I remember last weekend, I know I talked about this. I remember I let my children go to another country with their father, and our phones weren't working. They couldn't get a hold of me. So just like that message that my son sent right now, that he's unhappy and that he wants to go home, this is like deja vu to like last, weekend or whatever. And that message couldn't get through to me until it was too late. Like nothing happened to my children, but they were left in a position to where they were uncomfortable and they were scared, and they couldn't get through to me until the next day. Okay? Don't let that happen right now. So get out of your head. Stop letting all these negative, look at how the angel's standing there and like all these negative things are trying to attack it. See, like I'm almost too in my feelings to even finish this, but we gonna finish it. Don't let all this shit stop you from doing what you need to do, okay? Stand ground. Even if you're going into it blinded, okay? I found out that something was secretly happening with my children because another light worker friend looked at the person that was caring for my child and said, "Oh no, they're dark. Tiffany, you need to get your child away from them." I literally asked, look, here's the star card, remember? Aquarius, or star, yes, okay. I went into the situation blinded, and I figured it out, okay? I don't know, I figured it out. I don't know how, I remember before that I was praying to be a better parent, and sorry I'm all like sniffly and shit, like this is hard for me to explain because I mean this is real life situations, and if you have a strong urge that something's happening to your child or that some man that's around your child is no good for them, you need to speak up and say something. Or if it has nothing to do with like that, there's just a child that's very unhappy with where they're at and the situation that they're in. And there's nothing that child could do about it, and they can't speak up about it because their communication to you is blocked. But I'm using this communication here today to get to you. You might be busy, you might be working, you might be thinking that you have too much going on, you can't help them. You can. You need to fight forward. Take one of these wands down, your strongest wand, and just go. Just go do it. Go fill out that paperwork you need to do. Go something. I don't know. But you need to help this child that's asking for help. Find the strength and being her hero. She needs a hero right now. Okay? I'm not saying this for a reason. Okay? There's another yes card. So those thoughts, whatever, those feelings that you've been getting are real. So go from the page of wondering, that is the whole reason why, oh God. So go from trying to sit back to figure out what the fuck is going on and get up and just do it. You know, your intuition is right. Your intuition is right. The cards that came out, I got Temperance. I mean, we know what that is, like balance and stuff. Then I got Nine of Pentacles and Page of Wands. I'm really looking at the messages in here, okay? And it's just, they both are like children. They both are very like artistic. So this child's like artistic, art, paints. And this child, this one is like very nature. Look, she's like holding the bird, the owl, the knowledge, has the dog, very connected. All right. So, what else do we need to know about this? What is your child trying to tell you? Please take this. This is deja vu. I told you this is like deja vu to me. Please go help your starseed child because someone is trying to take her purity from her. Repetitive numbers, angel numbers. I just feel like repetitive repetitive. This is my 4th reading now this week about sexual attack on a child. Okay, so this is a very repetitive reading for me, and what did I say? It's deja vu to my what happened last summer to my children. So trust this knowledge you're getting. In your sacral chakra. So it's like your root, your base. Where is your sacral chakra located? And what are yoni eggs for? Cleanse. See, either this already happened to your child and she just hasn't told anyone, or it's gonna happen. Like knowing the future, receiving psychic information through sensing, feeling subtle energy. Heart chakra, chronic fatigue, upper back pain, anxiety, depression. Is the child going through a lot of anxiety and depression right now? Are they using art and other ways to try and reach you? Look at the art on the picture that you can see of your child. Read it. I did. So ground yourself and do whatever you need to do in the highest of good of everyone involved. Don't go around fucking killing people because they hurt children. Okay? But you can go around separating your children from these karmic ass people that are trying to hurt your children. You need to cleanse yourself from them. Cleanse your children of them. Okay? Because they know that your children are child of the light. These are people that prey on children because they're higher knowledge. The devil is trying to fucking take over the light children, right? Is it not? So be a masculine, step up. What does it say? Masculine energy, protection, activates solar plexus, attracts money, prosperity. Okay, we'll forget about that. The solar plexus, masculine energy and protection. You better. Nightmare, evil eye, please go protect your daughter. Please. Holistic approach. Take a different approach to how you're gonna help her. Try and reach out in other ways to where someone won't know it's you. Call and act like you're someone else. Call from a different phone number. Have me come over. I'll call her. I don't know. Do whatever you need to do to help this child. I did this message for a reason. Look at throat and telekinesis. It's because I'm telling you I was guided to do a message for children today. Okay, I didn't do that whole half an hour tangent about what was trying to block me from helping my children. Okay, say if a man is hurting your child, they're going to do everything they can to make sure no one talks about it and finds out, right? I mean, that's what happened to my children. The people didn't even get arrested because they did so much black magic to shut my child up. Okay, but I know that karma's been dealt already. I watched it be dealt a year later. Someone's wearing a false mask around your child. Okay. I don't know what else I could still say. And honestly, if you're still sitting here watching this video and this resonates for you, like, you should go do something about it. All right, well, I'm going to go pick up my child from school because he called me for a reason. So Get up and go help your children. If you feel something's off, follow your intuition. You're not wrong, okay? Take all these signs and synchronicities as a sign from God. I have another child, a child that I had a miscarriage with. That's still up there. Let's talk to her. She has a name. I named her. This is her deck. Talk to her with this. So my child, what do you want to speak on the other child's behalf? 3 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Distraction, error, incompatibility, separation, loss, alienation. Now it's for in reverse. For the 3 of Swords. And then for normal position, it came out in reverse, but I don't usually ever read reverse. But normal is absence, sorrow, strife, removal, diversion, opposition, and delay. And then 7 of Swords. New plans, wishes, efforts, perseverance, attempt, and fantasy. Reversed is arguments, quarrels, uncertain, counsel or advice, and slander. So, even if, remember I said I've done a lot of reading lately, where a parent is asking what to do in regards to a child being sexually taken advantage of. And unfortunately that was something that happened to my child, so I can help other people in that. So, I'm not saying that, whatever child is trying to talk that they're being sexually taken advantage of. If that resonates, it resonates. But either way, this child is definitely being alienated, so being separated from speaking to you. And even this child doesn't like it, and this child is asking you for help. The bottom of the deck is death. So it's ending and new beginnings. Let's read what death is on here. Represents the spirit and transformation. Unexpected changes, loss, failure, the ending of a familiar situation or friendship, loss of income or financial security, illness, possibly even death. If it was in reverse, remember I don't read reversals really, but so I read both definitions and just takes what fits better. But the reverse is stagnation, immobility, slow changes, partial change, avoidance of serious accidents, and turnia. Stagnation and immobility. The ending of a familiar situation or friendship, loss in income or financial security, loss in security. Ever since you've been gone out of this child's life, they don't feel secure. And they're asking for your help. I asked, what are they asking for your help in? Again. And it's receiving psychic information through images, symbols, seeing the deceased in spirits. A vacation is needed. They need your help getting out of a situation they're in. All right, so, take that as a sign, as I too am going to take that as a sign and go help my child, because even my child called me today and said they're unhappy with where they're at. So if you feel like, one of your children just aren't speaking the truth, or that they're really unhappy with where they're at and you can make a difference in changing that, don't sit around, because maybe by not following your intuition, your child could be hurt. And I definitely don't want anyone going through what unfortunately one of my child went through, or maybe both of them. I don't even know. Sometimes stuff happens, and unfortunately my children were young. I still don't know the whole story. I know one little piece, but that little piece was enough for me to fucking pull my child out of there and never let them see that person again. So try and find a way to get out to your child today. Try and find a way to reach out to them. I don't know, maybe you could go to their school. Like, I'm going to go pick up my child from school right now. Wait for them to get out of school. Send a message to their school for a phone number they can call you on, to where their mother won't know. Use a name that only your child would know. I know yesterday I shared that my dad used to use like a fake name. And it's not like my dad was like running or hiding from anyone. He just, liked to stay private. So he would order pizza under this name. He would, I don't know, he would use that name. So do something to reach out to your child. Even let your child know that you're going to start doing what you can to help them. Sometimes just a little bit of reassurance is, call the school and leave a message for your child. I got your message, baby girl. I'll call you when I get out of work. Something as simple as that could really change your child's life around. Okay? Remember when I said something's trying to distract you from helping your children? Like, I feel like I need to keep talking, but there's nothing else to say, right? I mean, we got a very clear message out of here. Just put the phone down and go help your children, everyone.